Have you ever tried to make a change in your life and you failed to make that change? Isn't that frustrating? I know I've experienced that. Or maybe you made a change and it stuck for maybe 3 months or 6 months, but then something happened, something triggered you, and you went back to the old ways and you're like, and then you start judging and beating yourself up. All right, well, today I'm going to give you 3 secrets to manifesting change in your life so that when you make a change next time or in your process of making a change right now, it's going to stick and it's going to last. All right, before I dive into that, please thumbs up this video. It really does help the channel and this video get out to more people so more people can change and transform their lives, just like you're learning to do right now. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Woo! All right, let's do this. The first secret to making a successful change is understanding what you're really doing. And what that is you are stepping into the unknown. Now, you might have a book or video course that you're going through that's showing you the step-by-step process, but you're still stepping into the unknown. And that means you're going to fail. That means you're going to be challenged, right? There's an old quote out there. I'm not sure who said it, but if it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. And so we have a resistance to being challenged. We resist change. Like we like to keep things status quo, keep things in balance, don't rock the boat. Well, if you're going to make a change, you got to know that you're going to step into the unknown. And now here's the key phrase. For most people, the unknown is scary. But here's the phrase I want you to write down. The unknown is my friend. The unknown is where the excitement is where the magic is. The unknown is where you really discover more of yourself. Haven't at some point in your life you found yourself in kind of an unknown or scary situation? Maybe you started a new job or you moved to a new city or town and suddenly you felt yourself, everything was unknown and you felt alive. And as long as you stepped into it and made the best of it, then it all worked out for you. But if you stepped into that new job or relationship and you allowed the unknown, the fear of the unknown, the fear of making a mistake overwhelm you, then you probably didn't last very long at that job or in that relationship because the unknown terrified you. It's a flip. You got to do a 180 on this. For the rest of your life, you want to embrace the unknown. The more you can step into the unknown and know that the unknown, write that ship down, the unknown is my friend. That's where the magic is. Because think about some of the best opportunities that changed your life for the better, it came out of the unknown. And all of a sudden, your whole life went in a better direction because you embraced the unknown. Recently, I made a big change in my business, and that was last year in November, a little before November, I opened up my first online Shopify store. And this was me stepping into the unknown. This was me trying something new, and I didn't know how it was going to go. But I fully committed, so that's another tip. You want to fully commit to making this change and learning as much as you can, knowing that you're going to be expanding your comfort zone. And that's why another reason why change feels uncomfortable is because you're expanding your comfort zone. And it's like, oh, this is kind of feels uncomfortable, and we want to retreat and go back to our comfort zone. No, your personality equals your comfort zone. That's another really good thing to know. Your personality, so you're literally expanding your personality, your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions, and how you define yourself. So when I was setting up my Shopify store and designing new designs, this is one of my designs, I was stepping into the unknown every single day. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I set my pricings? How do I find the right products? How do I decide what products to put the designs on? How do I decide what colors to offer? Like all those questions, decisions that I had to make, and it felt uncomfortable, but I knew I was expanding my comfort zone and I was becoming more because of me stepping into the unknown. And luckily for me, I've been designing all my life and I have a good idea of what my target audience wants. I've been able to design some really good, successful designs. I've been able to sell products online. And one of the things that really surprised me was I thought I'd sell tons of t-shirts and hoodies mostly. I ended up selling more coffee mugs than anything with my designs on them. So anyway, there's a link down below this video and you could go check out my Shopify store. Anyway, the point being is Your comfort zone, right? You've heard that saying, everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. Well, your comfort zone is your personality. And that's why change can feel so uncomfortable, is because you're literally expanding you and you're doing things you haven't done before. And there's that fear of failure. What if it doesn't work? And I'll look stupid. All that negative thinking comes up. All right, so first tip, the unknown is your friend. Step into the unknown, embrace it, know that you're going to be uncomfortable, but you want to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. All right, secret number 2. When you decide to make a change, you are automatically always going to get resistance. Both external resistance from the outside, family or friends, coworkers, and internal resistance. That negative thinking is going to kick in and think, why are you doing this? You're not good enough. You're not going to see this through. Who are you kidding, right? So when you get that negative thinking, right, call it stinking thinking, the gremlins, whatever, you want to say, stop, cancel, clear, get that negative thinking out of here. Now, let's talk about the external resistance from family or friends, right? Let's say you start to change your diet or you change your career. Those around you, you're going to kind of rock the boat a little bit, and they might not like the changes that you're making. And guess what? You are more important than anybody else. You have got to make yourself a priority, and you've been called to watch this video because I bet you're trying to make some changes in your life. And now this is where you cannot let the opinions of other people around you dictate what you do and how you feel. This is where you got to stand in your power. You got to commit to making this change, putting all your energy into creating this change. And now when you get resistance and pushback from others, don't push back, because now you're going to be in a tug of war. What you want to do is simply acknowledge and accept their resistance. Don't push against it. Just accept, yeah, I know I'm making these changes. Yeah, I know it makes it a little more challenging for you. But this is important to me. By you desiring to change and become the next best version of yourself, you're going to inspire them. And that's also where people get scared, because they're like, oh, you're going to change. You're going to become better than me, and then you'll leave me. So realize that's why sometimes you get pushback or resistance from other people. They want you to stay the same because they're uncomfortable with change. Oftentimes we want those around us, our partners, to love and validate us and say, you've got this, I believe in you, go for it. And you look to them and they're not doing any of that. And you think, well, this sucks. I could use your support and belief and validation. And this is where you, my friend, you have to validate yourself. You have to become your own best friend in this journey. And that's one of the bigger overall soul purposes that we all have in this lifetime, is learn to love ourselves, validate ourselves, believe in ourselves. So use this maybe challenging opportunity with this other person who's not validating you as an opportunity to validate and love yourself, and to love them even when they're not loving you and supporting you. That is power. That is you rising above and becoming the next best version of you. Feel that now. All right, here is secret number 3. Socrates, the great Greek philosopher, thousands of years ago said, the secret to change is to put all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on creating the new.
The secret to change is to put all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on creating the new.
So let me ask you, where is your focus? Is your focus on fighting the old ways, old habits? I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Oh, I can't make it work for me. Or are you creating the new? If you're creating the new, then I know you have a vision of who you want to become and where you're going. If you don't have a vision right now, take this inspired action and in the comment section below this video, write down the changes that you'd like to make. Write down a quick paragraph of the vision you're holding for yourself, because the more you write it, the more you speak it, the more you feel into it, the more you're creating literally your future self from this present moment. Now, here's a big mistake a lot of people make. They're creating from the past instead of creating from the future. They let their past successes and failures dictate what they do now and dictate what they can and can't do in the future. No. I want you to look to the future as an open slate and see yourself as pure potential. Because remember, you are a manifestation of the divine. You are source energy. You are infinite intelligence having a human experience. So don't limit yourself to what you could or couldn't do in your past. Open yourself up to the future and how amazing it can be. and get a clear vision. And this is something we do every week inside my Manifestors Cafe. We refining the vision of who we're becoming. We're working on these tools, going deeper to create new habits, new thought patterns, new beliefs, creating a new story and a vision of who we're becoming. And one of the tools I teach in there, I'll share it with you here. It's called FTA. And you got to start feeling that way, right? The way of your future self. Start feeling optimistic, positive, confident, clear on who you're becoming. Start thinking that way and start acting that way. When you start acting as if and start acting yourself into alignment and taking actions that you want to take and establish those habits, establish this change and make it permanent, that is how you transform your life. You start feeling that way, thinking that way, and acting that way, and you transform everything. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's review the 3 key secrets. Number 1, know that going forward, that the unknown is your friend. That's where the magic is. That's where you discover more of who you really are by stepping into the unknown. And know if it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. So expect there to be some discomfort and expanding your comfort zone. That's the course. That's what we do. Remember, your infinite intelligence having a human experience. You can do this. Number 2, resistance. It's going to come up from those around you externally and your own internal resistance. I'm not good enough, right? So you got to validate yourself, appreciate yourself, and celebrate yourself on this journey of transformation and change. And number 3, focus. Focus all of your energy on creating the new. Because remember, my favorite phrase, focus equals feeling, and how you feel is how you attract. And that is with you for the rest of your life. So put all your energy on focusing on creating the new, have the vision of who you're becoming, moving towards it every day, little steps, baby steps, celebrating the victories along the way. If you need extra support, you want these tools, you want a weekly, vibrational tune-up, a meeting with some awesome deliberate creators, join me in the Manifestors Cafe where we accelerate our dreams into reality. That's it. So thumbs up this video. Please subscribe, share it with a friend. Have a bitchin' beautiful day, and namaste.